I am tired today. And then, let me see. I think it's been like 2 days this week, or this past week, putting on some flooring in the apartment. And man, yesterday I think I did like a good, I want to say a good 6-7 hours of it straight. And man, my back is so damn tight right now. Super tight. But it's Monday morning. It's a good day. Beautiful weather. It's Christmas week. We got the reindeers out. Nice. I was telling Cassie that I work at Ballet Total Fitness, and I was a sales manager there. And I remember there was this one time this guy came in and the dude was a painter, but it was a young guy, maybe like 20, 22 at the most. And he would come in with his girlfriend, but he would come in with his painting uniform on. Not his uniform, but like a long white t-shirt, some painting pants. And then he would go in the locker room, change, and go work out. And I always thought, like, man, this dude has a tough gig all day. Like, painting is not like physically demanding, but it's also taxing on the body. He's going up and down ladders, putting the roller or the brush up and down. So it ends up getting a little bit tiring. And I always thought it was really interesting that he still worked out even though he had a taxing job. And then yesterday when I finished doing the floor, my back was so damn tight. I was telling myself, man, I don't know why that guy came to mind. Like, dude, there's no way I could do this as my physical daily job and then want to be active and stuff. Crazy. Trying to see how many miles I'm gonna walk this morning. Like 4 miles. Check this van out. That's cool. It's a Ford E350 long bed, but it kind of has like the look of an Airstream. Oh, that's interesting. I like how the little sidewall pops out. It does take up 2 parking spots. I don't know why. I guess because Cassie bought the trailer, got us into freaking all these off-roady travel vehicles, which I'm pretty happy about. I don't think I focus on my toys a lot, like the cars and the truck, camper, or whatever. I don't really focus on that a lot, and yet we're doing pretty good in that department. This week I was working on the cars, and man, that's them super clean, super shiny. Our SUV, our sedan, the motorcycle is super shiny. Haven't gotten a chance to work on the trailer this month, I guess. I don't think I've done anything on it this month. And what else we got? Oh man, I'm getting a new electric bicycle. That's pretty cool. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know if we're gonna be walking as much now we have the electric bike. Because man, I'd like to just ride this for an hour, just from Malibu to Manhattan Beach. Man, Bitcoin's been on a tear lately, huh? It's crazy. I still can't do it. I try, and even if I try to, I can't. But I mean, I kind of switched currencies into silver and gold this year. But normally, yeah, so I try to switch over to using gold as my main currency, as in like, once I got paid, transferred directly into gold. And then, but I was only a few months getting used to it. I wanted to go into Bitcoin, like as in just do, oh, it's my new currency that I hold, but I ended up just stacking little by little. I still got a really good gains right now, just on my little Satoshis that I've been stacking, but man, it's getting pricey right now. Crazy to think. It's crazy to have another currency go up in such high value compared to your currency. Check out this out. This is the house I want to buy. Everything I like about this house. The plants, the architecture, the location right on the beach, everything. It's an awesome house. But yeah, can you imagine though if you were like, oh, I went to Japan, and all of a sudden the Japanese yen triples, quadruples in value compared to the dollar? That'd be crazy. I think the last few years of traveling, it made me want to have what am I trying to say? It made me want to have more assets. But what I mean is liquid assets, as different currencies, different trading mechanisms, and stocks, mutual funds, shit like that's cool, and I like it. I think it's one of the biggest ways to make money, but I don't think I pay enough attention to it, as in it doesn't intrigue me a lot as in currencies do. I always look at the Colombian peso, the Mexican peso, the Japanese yen, the euro, the pound, and I always liked how there's a little trading you could do within those currencies. If you're good enough, you can make pretty good money on the exchange rates. So when I started traveling a lot to Europe and the UK, I really started liking that, because one of my buddies, he has a business in London, so he tells me he always has to buy currency. So he goes, oh, I buy currency when it's cheap because I'm gonna pay you dollars to buy shit from you. I want to pay euros to buy stuff from France. He's like, so whenever the pound is strong against the dollar or the euro, I buy some to hold, build up my dollar euro reserves. So I like that. So a few years ago I started doing that, and where I really like doing that is on PayPal. On PayPal, you're able to hold multiple currencies and transfer and exchange them pretty fast, and the exchange rate that PayPal has for it, it's super convenient. So that was my initial thing I wanted to do. I wanted to stack up some I wanted to make sure I was stacking dollars, obviously, in your savings, but then I was stacking other currencies. I was stacking pounds and euros. But that's when I discovered holding gold as a currency, and that changed my life. I really like it. I think precious metals is one of the best ways to hold currencies, but Bitcoin is probably one of my more emerging ones too, because as much as I like buying gold and silver, it's harder to get that asset. It's not just buy and it gets delivered, especially if you're trying to stack. And what I mean stack is, oh man, I'm trying to buy $10, trying to buy $5, trying to buy $20, because what I like to do is every little extra cash you have that you're not going to need, as in, like, obviously you always need money, but like if you have, let's just take an easy number, you have $500 in your pocket, and you're like, oh cool, those are $500 I don't necessarily need. It's like, why would you just hold those dollars then? You could have a trading account where you're like, I'm gonna buy fucking few Coca-Cola shares, or I'm gonna buy some Bitcoin, or I'm gonna buy some gold mining stock, something, right? Rather than holding the $500. I was recently talking to my brother about some stocks. I think we're looking at like a I think it was a cannabis stock, but someone that does like cannabinoid extractions. And I told him, you know what? I like cannabis stocks, but I like MJ. It's a big mutual fund. Besides that, I told him, I'll say, I'm not sure about this company. I wouldn't go and dump in $1,000 into it, you know? I would rather put maybe $50. I go, just to get your feet wet and to get it on your radar. Oh man, I want to be looking into this. I was like, if you're not really into it, like, why are you gonna be having money in there? You know, just because there's money to be made doesn't mean your money should be in there, you know? So I told them, you know, you need to focus on all your stacks. You know, you gotta have your cash on hand, your cash in the bank, your precious metals, your Bitcoin, your available credit. Then you start worrying about other assets like stocks, bonds, mutual funds. Shit like that. Nice. Good day. The park. We're almost done with our walk. Anywho, been stacking a little bit more of the different currencies lately. But then I ended up trading my British pounds and my my euros, because my thought was, I'm not going to hold all these other currencies when I'm holding gold as a stronger currency. And then I watch a lot of reports and articles talking about, is Bitcoin better than precious metals? Is Bitcoin better to hold? And I'm one of the believers in holding multiple things, not having all your eggs in one basket. So I think, like I said, you got an extra $500, buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, buy $100 worth of freaking gold mining ETF. Or that 200, hold 100 cash, you know, have 100 in the bank, and then the extra 100's whatever, you know, something, maybe buy something on the cheap that you're gonna use shortly. Not sure. Anywho, it's my little thoughts today on investing and stuff. My favorite thing to do is dollar cost averaging on everything, really. Whenever I see it go down a little bit, pick up some more and try to stack it more and more. It's just kind of loud on the street, huh, man? Messing up our telecommunications here, bro. Anywho, yeah, and what we ended up kind of figuring out was that the best type of investment slash asset is liquid. And I'm not saying you have to hold a liquid asset, it's more of what is internationally liquid. For example, with cars, I think getting a maybe like a Toyota 4Runner 4x4 all black is a better buy than a green 4x4, because the black with black interior 4x4 Toyota 4Runner could be sold in Mexico, could be sold in Asia, could be sold in Africa. It's a car, an asset that internationally is wanted. And I think that's what I try to focus on the most now, is holding something that is very transferable. I don't mean like via an app or something like that. It's usable in a different area worldwide. And everything I try to be in now kind of falls along those ranges of what can be used somewhere else is valuable not only to me, but everyone else in the world.